Hello, dear friends. Welcome to a brand new episode of our English Learning Podcast. We are so happy to have you here today. Wherever you are in the world, we want to say, you are doing amazing by choosing to learn English.
Hi everyone, I'm Jasper, and I'm really excited to be here with you. Thanks so much for joining us.
And I'm Agnes. We're your podcast hosts, and we are here to help you speak English more clearly, more confidently, and with a big smile.
Yes, and if this is your first time listening, we want to give you a warm welcome. Thank you for choosing us as part of your English journey, and if you've been with us before, welcome back. You are part of our podcast family now.
Absolutely. You are all amazing for making time to learn something new. You are strong, smart, and we believe in you.
So Agnes, I have a question for you. I'm really curious. What are we going to talk about today? What's today's topic?
That's a great question, Jasper. Today's topic is something very, very special. Something that everyone wants. Are you ready?
Oh yes, I'm ready. Tell us.
The topic for today is how to speak English fluently.
Wow, that's a big one. That's what every English learner dreams about.
Yes, speaking English fluently is the dream of so many people. Maybe you've asked yourself, how can I speak better English? Why do I understand but I can't speak? How do I sound like a native speaker? Well, we are going to talk about all of that.
This is going to be powerful. I know so many students who study every day. They listen, they read, they write. But speaking, that's the hard part.
You're so right, Jasper. Speaking fluently is not just about grammar or big words. It's about confidence. It's about practice. And it's about learning the right way.
Yes, and in this episode, we're going to help you, our dear listener, understand how to improve your speaking step by step, even if you are a beginner or at an intermediate level. This podcast is for you.
Exactly. And before we go deeper, we want to say a big thank you to all of you who are watching this podcast. Whether you are listening on your phone, on your computer, or maybe even while you're walking or cooking, thank you. Your time is important, and we are so happy you chose to spend it with us.
Yes, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You are the reason we do this. Okay, let's get into it. Let's talk about the first big question. What does it mean to speak English fluently?
Good one. So, when we say, speak fluently, we mean that you can speak without stopping a lot. You can say what you think. You don't feel nervous. The words come out naturally.
It doesn't mean perfect. It doesn't mean zero mistakes. It means you can speak with flow, with confidence, and people can understand you.
Yes, and I want to say something important here. You do not need to speak like an American or a British person to be fluent. Fluency is not about having an accent. It's about communication. Can you share your ideas? Can you answer a question? Can you have a simple conversation? That is fluency.
Exactly, and fluency comes with practice, not with fear. We know many learners are afraid to make mistakes, but let me tell you something. Friends, every fluent speaker you know has made hundreds of mistakes, maybe even thousands.
Even we make mistakes in our own languages sometimes. That's normal. So please don't be afraid. Mistakes are part of the journey.
Right? And speaking fluently is a skill, like playing the guitar or learning to swim. You don't read a book and then suddenly become a great swimmer, right?
Laughs. Of course not. You have to jump into the water. You need to try again and again. Sometimes you get water in your nose. Sometimes you fall, but slowly you get better. That's exactly how fluency works.
Yes, you have to speak every day, even for 5 minutes. Talk to yourself, talk to a friend, talk to your pet. Just speak. Use the words you know.
And don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait until your grammar is perfect or your vocabulary is big. Start now with what you have. Your English is already good enough to start speaking.
That's powerful, Agnes, and we are here to help our listeners believe that.
Yes, because belief is the first step. When you believe in yourself, the words will come. Slowly at first, but then faster. And one day you'll look back and say, wow, I'm speaking English.
That's the best feeling in the world.
Okay, now let's talk about some real, simple ways to start speaking more fluently, even if you're shy, even if you don't have people to talk to.
Yes, let's do that. One of my favorite tips is talk to yourself. It sounds funny, but it really works.
Yes, talking to yourself really works. And I know some people might feel a little silly at first, but believe me, it's such a powerful way to practice. When you talk to yourself, you're creating a safe space. There's no one judging you. You can relax, try new words, and repeat sentences as much as you want. You can stand in front of a mirror and describe what you're doing. I am brushing my hair. I am getting ready for work. This shirt is blue. I like it. You can talk about your day. Today, I went to the market. I bought some fruit and vegetables. The weather was hot, but I enjoyed walking. The more you do this, the more your brain gets used to forming English sentences quickly. And that's a key part of fluency.
Exactly. It's like building a muscle. At first, your English speaking muscle is small, but when you use it every day, even just 5 minutes, it grows stronger, and soon, it becomes natural. You won't have to think too much. The words will just come.
And here's another great way to improve your fluency. Shadowing. This is one of my favorite techniques.
Oh yes, I love that one too. Can you explain it for our listeners?
Of course. Shadowing means you listen to a short piece of audio in English, maybe a podcast, a YouTube video, or a short movie scene, and you repeat what you hear at the same time, like an echo. So, if the speaker says, I'm going to the store, you say, I'm going to the store. Right after them, or with them. Try to copy the tone, the rhythm, even the pauses. This helps your mouth and your ears work together. It also helps your pronunciation and speed. You learn how real English sounds, not just how it looks in a book.
That's such a smart technique, and it also makes learning fun. You can shadow your favorite actor, or a song you like, or even this podcast.
Yes, you can rewind a part of this podcast and try to shadow us. It may feel hard at first, but don't worry. Start slow. Repeat small parts. Do it again and again. You will notice improvement fast.
I have another tip for our friends who want to speak English fluently. Think in English.
Oh yes, that one is life-changing.
When you stop translating from your first language and start thinking directly in English, your fluency increases. Instead of thinking, what's the English word for this? You already know it because your brain is practicing in English. Start small. When you see a cup, say in your mind, cup. When you feel cold, say, I feel cold. If you are hungry, say, I'm hungry. I want to eat. Make English your daily habit. Talk to yourself in your head. Narrate your life.
And here's the best part. You don't need to be perfect. Your thoughts can be simple. You don't need big grammar or long sentences. What you need is practice and consistency. Let me give you a small challenge. Every morning, when you wake up, say 3 things in English, out loud or in your head. For example, I am awake. Today is Tuesday. I want to learn. If you do that every day, you are training your brain to think and speak in English.
That's such a great idea, Agnes, and it brings me to another point. Don't be afraid to use simple English. Many learners think they need to use big words or perfect grammar to speak fluently. But that's not true. The goal is to communicate. If you can say what you mean and people understand you, then you're doing great.
Yes. That's so important. You don't need to say magnificent if very good is enough. Use the words you know. Speak clearly, use short sentences. Instead of saying, I find it extremely difficult to express myself in English, you can say, speaking English is hard for me. Both are correct, but the second one is simple and clear. And fluency is about being able to keep going without stopping every 2 seconds to search for a perfect word.
Right? And here's another truth. The more you speak, the better you become. Even if you make mistakes, even if it's not perfect, you're learning, your brain is learning, your mouth is learning, and your confidence is growing.
Speaking of confidence, let's talk about that for a moment. Because many people know the words, but they are afraid to speak.
Yes, that's a big problem, and I want to say this directly to our listeners. You are brave, you are strong. Learning a language is not easy, but you are doing it. You are already successful.
Exactly. Confidence doesn't come from speaking perfectly. Confidence comes from trying. Every time you open your mouth and say something in English, you are growing. So please, don't wait. Don't be silent. Speak English, even if it's one sentence a day.
Even if it's to your dog or to your mirror.
Laughs, yes, or even to your coffee cup in the morning. Just speak.
Fluency is a journey, not a race, and today, you've taken one more step on that journey.
Yes, and we are so proud of you. Truly. From our hearts, thank you for listening and being here with us today. You are the reason this podcast exists.
You are not alone. We're learning together, growing together, and every small step you take matters.
Now let's keep going and talk about something very practical. Jasper, do you know what many people ask me?
What do they ask?
They ask, how can I find someone to practice speaking with? Let's talk about that. Yes, let's talk about that because it's such a good question. How can I find someone to practice English with? Many learners feel stuck because they don't have friends or people around them who speak English. But don't worry, my friends. There are many ways to find speaking partners, even if you live in a place where no one speaks English. First, let's start with language exchange apps. There are apps like Tandem, HelloTalk, or Speaky where you can meet people from all around the world. These people want to learn your language, and you want to learn English, so you help each other. You talk. You laugh. You become friends. It's a win-win.
That's such a great option, and many of those apps are free. You can chat by text or even have voice or video calls. Don't be afraid. People on those apps are usually very friendly, and they understand that you're learning.
Yes, and here's the best part. You can practice every day, even if just for 5 or 10 minutes. You don't need to wait for a classroom or a teacher. You can create your own English world from your phone. Another great idea is online speaking clubs. Many websites and YouTube channels organize free English Zoom calls where learners come together to practice. You just join, say hello, and speak. It's okay if you're shy at first. Just listening is good. But when you feel ready, join the conversation.
That's right. And don't forget about social media groups on Facebook, Telegram, or even Reddit. There are English practice groups with thousands of members. You can ask questions, join live sessions, or even start your own group with people who are on the same level as you.
You can also find speaking partners in your own community. Maybe there's a tourist in your town who would love to chat. Or maybe you can start a small English group with your classmates or friends. Don't be shy to ask someone, hey, do you want to practice English together for 10 minutes every day? You'll be surprised how many people say yes.
Yes, so true. And for those who really don't have anyone to talk to, that's okay too. You can still practice speaking. You can record your own voice on your phone. Just talk about your day. Say your thoughts out loud, then. Listen to your recording and ask yourself, did I speak clearly? Do I need to improve my pronunciation? That's real practice.
Absolutely. And listening to your own voice may feel strange at first, but it helps a lot. You will hear your strong points and the parts you can work on. And when you keep doing this, you become more comfortable with your own English voice. Now, let's talk about something very important. Creating a speaking routine.
Yes, this is key. A routine helps you stay consistent. You don't need to speak for hours every day. Even 10 or 15 minutes is enough if you do it every day.
Let's help our listeners create a simple speaking routine. Step by step. Step 1. Choose a time. Decide when you can speak English each day. Morning? Afternoon? Evening? Pick a time that works for you and try to stick to it. For example, Every day at 7 p.m. I speak English for 15 minutes.
Step 2. Choose your speaking topic. Think about what you want to say. You can prepare a list of topics like your family, your favorite food, your daily routine, or a memory from school. Keep it simple. If you plan your topic, it's easier to start talking.
Step 3. Speak out loud. Don't just think in English, speak it. Say the words. Let your mouth do the work. Use a mirror if you want. Or speak to a plant or a teddy bear. Laughs. It's fun. And it works.
Laughs, yes. And here's an extra tip. Record yourself sometimes, maybe once or twice a week. That way, you can track your progress and feel proud when you hear how much better you sound after 1 month.
Oh yes, that's such a beautiful feeling. And don't forget, reward yourself. When you finish your English speaking practice, say something nice to yourself. I did it. Or, I'm improving. Learning a language is a big thing, and you deserve to feel good about it.
Yes, be kind to yourself, and if one day you miss your practice, don't feel bad. Just come back the next day. Fluency is not about being perfect, it's about not giving up.
So true. Now let's talk about a big question that many learners ask. What if I don't know what to say? That's a common fear.
Oh yes, very common. Let's help them with that.